Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we are going to be reacting to the official NBA awards predictions for the 2019-2020 NBA season. Video by my dude, Hoops. Reference, guys, link to his channel in the description below. And if I had to give you guys like my honest opinion on somebody who I think could win like MVP and Most Improved Player this upcoming season, it would definitely have to be Luke Kornet, the center for the Chicago Bulls. I really just think, man, he's in for a hell of a season. It's going to be great out there. So, yeah, that's my predictions. What are your predictions? Let me know in the comment section below. And let's check this out. Check this out, man. Luke Kornet, yes.
Continuing on with the theme of preseason predictions, today the topic of the video shifts over to the season's
Who's going to get MVP for real, though, guys?
We'll be going through
Caruso?
the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year,
He does a break
Rookie
there.
of the Year, Most Improved Player of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, and Coach of the Year, picking who I believe will win each of these awards, as well as discussing a few others that will be in the running. This year, for the first time in a good while, the league is as open as ever, meaning that not only do several
Clippers in
teams
5,
have a good chance of
if I'm
winning
being
it all,
honest.
but
Clippers
the
in 5.
individual awards races should also be as tight as ever. Before we get into these predictions, though, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, as all support is very much appreciated.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Let's begin. The first award
MVP
we'll look
James
into
Harden, okay.
is the biggest one, being the most valuable player. And my selection isn't really a bold one, as this guy has been a fine...
Let me just say real quick here that James Harden has already gotten screwed of MVP award at one time. And that was putting up like crazy historical ass numbers that I don't think are going to be put up with Russell Westbrook on his team, which could be a good thing. I think Russell Westbrook's gonna get his own out there, but I could see James Harden's numbers going down next season. For that reason, you know, maybe that goes against him in the MVP race. I don't know, man.
Finalist for the award in 4 of the last 5
You know what I'm
seasons,
saying? I think that makes sense.
including
Like,
winning it 2 years ago, being James Harden of the Houston Rockets.
you don't gotta play as much hero ball.
Harden's been putting up completely ridiculous offensive numbers for years now, and there's no reason to believe that he's going to stop this year. The Rockets, at
I'll
their
give you
best,
one reason.
run the offense with 2 top-tier playmakers,
Give you one
as
reason.
we saw with Harden and Chris Paul 2 years ago. Last year, Chris Paul was in and out of the lineup, and when he did play, wasn't his same self. So this year, while some may think that Russell Westbrook's presence could cause some problems, I actually think the pair is going to put up massive numbers. And if
Yeah, but I don't think Russell Westbrook's gonna be like bad for James Harden. I just don't think he's gonna put up as like he's not gonna play as much hero ball because Russell's out there. So therefore, the stats are gonna go down.
Russ's presence should make life easier for Harden, not having to create everything. Barring health issues, the Rockets are going to win a lot.
I know, it
of
might
games,
sag off
and
Russell on
Harden
the
will be
perimeter.
the one leading the way.
Double team
so
Harden.
because of that, Harden is my
Then
choice
getting the
to
lanes
take
up for
home
the
this year's
assists.
award. This was one of the most difficult choices I had to make in the video because there are a ton of guys that are going to be in the running for this year and getting votes. Last year's winner, Giannis, isn't...
Giannis very well could win it this season again, and the reason I say that is because the Bucks have gotten worse, while a lot of teams in the East have gotten better. And I know Bucks fans don't want to hear that, but come on, man, your guys' team did get worse in theory. I mean, you lost to like what's his name? Oh man, what's the dude that went over? Why can I think of his name, man? He's out of the NBA now, so I'm totally blanking on him, man. Dude with the beard, punch Bobby Portis. You know what I'm talking about. I cannot think of his name. Ah! Somebody say it, please. Okay, you just lost Eric Bledsoe for first few weeks of the season. Of course, Malcolm Brogdon's gone. The hell is that man's name?
Because he's still on the rise as a young player that will be on a team that wins a ton of games.
It's gonna bother me the entire video.
LeBron will be back in the running as well after a down year with the Lakers. Steph Curry could make a return to MVP form now that Durant isn't on the team anymore.
Who is it?
Joel Embiid's dominance on both ends could go to a new level. Nikola Jokic's ridiculous offensive production
Now John
could also
Lure.
put him in the running as well. All of
Mirotic,
those guys
yeah.
are going to make this
Ha!
race very entertaining to watch.
Nikola
but
Mirotic.
ultimately, my choice is still James Harden.
Yeah, that's right.
Moving on now to the next award, the player that I believe will
Kobe
win
White.
the Rookie of the
Kobe
Year
White.
this season is Ja Morant.
The reason I say Kobe White, man, is because I think eventually Kobe White starts this season. I think the Bulls end up making the playoffs. Like, I don't see the Pelicans making the playoffs this season. Although Zion, damn 12 or 13, bro, hell yeah, man. He could very, he might win it. Yeah, okay, I'm going to do the non-sexy pick of Zion, and I'm going to say Kobe White. John Morant, of course, could have a good season too.
Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies,
Court vision looked great in his
who was
first
the
game.
second pick in the draft. Ja
Give me
wasn't
Zion.
anywhere near the NBA radar a year ago today, and now he's someone with legitimate star potential. He's a speedy,
Rui
crafty
Hachimura.
point guard that plays an incredibly fun brand of basketball, and while the Grizzlies probably won't be winning many games this year, he's going to make the games entertaining to watch. His average
Damn, I tried dribbling around a chair before, bro. I almost tore my ACL, man, tripping over it.
of 24.5 points,
Get
10
some chairs
assists,
out of there.
and 5.7 rebounds per game last year, while shooting 50% from the field and 36% from three.
That's a messy
were
ass yard, man.
historic
Somebody
for a
get out there
college
and clean
basketball
that shit.
player.
My God.
And after many of the skeptics complained
going
about him
on there?
only doing it because he was in a mid-major
Look how dirty it is! Look how freaking blue barrels tipped over. Like, go clean that shit up, man! My God!
conference, he shut them all up by continuing to put up ridiculous numbers in March Madness against some of the top teams in the country. I think the Grizzlies will give him the green light to run the show, and there's a very good chance that he puts up big first-year numbers, even if there are some rookie growing pains along the way. A few of the other rookies I expect to give Ja some tough competition is Zion Williamson,
Yup, of course.
RJ Barrett,
Okay.
Kobe White, and
we
Darius
go.
Garland. Zion's obviously the biggest name in the class with the most hype, and I definitely see him becoming a big-time player down the road, but in year one,
Zion might get
he's
out of hype.
playing alongside experienced players like Drew Holiday, JJ Redick, Brandon Ingram, and Lonzo Ball.
That's a good thing, though. Like, if he's as talented as we all know he is, then those smart veteran players are going to know how to get him the best shots.
Who will all have as big or bigger roles on the team. So Zion's opportunity to go off
Zion's
won't
going to be
be
leading
quite
scorer,
as
guys.
big as
Watch.
Morant's.
Of the Pelicans.
Moving on to the next award now, the player that I believe will win the Defensive
Yup.
Player of the Year this
Al
season
Horford's gonna help
is
him a
Joel
lot.
Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers. If you look at Embiid's defensive production over the last few years, it's already deep.
Although, he might not be the best defensive player on his team, man. Y'all see Matisse Thybulle highlights? Oh my God. Dude's a
Yes.
beast.
Comparing him to the winner of the last
Dude
2
is a
years,
beast.
Rudy Gobert, their numbers are very identical. They both ranked near the top in defended field goal percentage in the paint, defensive rating, and net rating. The reason Embiid hasn't been a serious contender for the award these years,
Injuries
though,
or
is
not
that
playing a
he's
lot?
missed about 20 games in each of the last 2 seasons. Obviously, that trend very well may continue this year, and if it does, then his chances of winning the award lessen, of course. But this year, more than ever, the Sixers have a chance to win the
Well, look what he
Eastern
playing defense
Conference,
on, man.
and I think that motivation will
is
help
that
him
dude?
stay on the court longer. If he plays above 70 games this season, he should be a heavy favorite for the award because his rim protection is top tier. Absolutely, though, Rudy Gobert will also still be in the running, and if Embiid doesn't
Lot of good
play
defensive
enough
players
games,
in the
then
NBA
he
these days.
probably would be my next choice. Then guys like Kawhi Leonard, Anthony Davis, and Draymond Green
Paul George.
will also have their names in the running. But I see a big year coming for Joel Embiid, and his dominance has always started on the defensive end. The next award up for discussion
Bam Adebayo, it's
is
a
the
good
most
one.
improved player of the year, and my selection
Real
for
good
who
one,
I
actually.
believe will win it this year is Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat. Adebayo is someone whose value on the basketball court thus far in his career is not accurately represented by the box score, because he brings so much more than that. He may have only averaged 8.9 points and 7.3 rebounds per game last season.
I'm trying to think of a
but
better
he's
person,
way
but
better
Bam's a
player
good
than those
choice.
numbers suggest. And this season, I think we're all going to see that on a much bigger scale because the team traded away Hassan Whiteside, making him the team's permanent starter at center. In today's NBA, centers need to be versatile because the slow, heavy ones tend to get exposed when they're forced out on the perimeter on defense. Adebayo excels in this regard and has terrific defensive instincts.
Even Justice
He
Winslow
also
could win on the
recently
Heat, to
said
be honest.
in an interview
He was
that
balling
he
last
believes
year.
he can be someone that averages 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists per game.
I don't go if he
And
has 5
honestly,
blocks,
I don't
5
think that's
assists,
too
though.
far off. On top of everything else I've said about
he
him,
got past him
he's
like that?
also a gifted passer at the center
Okay,
position.
thank you. Oops,
And
reference.
while he may not average 5 assists, his average should definitely rise in a bigger role. A few other players that I believe will
Jonas
be in the running
Valanciunas.
for this award are Jonathan Isaac, Lonzo Ball, Josh Richardson, and Kelly Oubre, but ultimately Adebayo is the one I think who is primed for the biggest breakout.
I don't even joke, man. I know I made the Luke Kennard joke at the beginning of the video, man, but Luke Kennard honestly could get most improved player. And that's not me just being like a Pistons fan. You guys gotta watch that dude play, okay?
The next
Not Luke
award
Cornett.
for discussion is Sixth Man of the Year, and my choice for who I believe will win it this year is Montrezl Harrell
need to
of
just
the
start
Los Angeles
Montrezl at this
Clippers.
point.
I just want to
Put
start
Meme
off
in the
by
bench.
acknowledging how funny it is that his teammate Lou Williams won the award last year and will probably once again be his
Derrick
biggest
Rose.
competition for the award this year. But for a few reasons, I think Montrez will get the edge this year. The Clippers have a very strong starting lineup, but even though Ivica Zubac starts, it's more than likely that Harrell will play more minutes than him.
Yeah,
per
Zubac's
game.
gonna get like 2
This
minutes,
was the
and they're gonna
case
substitute
last
him in.
year, and now with bigger team aspirations, should once again be the case this year.
See, that's bullshit rigging the award though. Like honestly, like if you play like more minutes than the starting center, you shouldn't be considered for the 6-man award. Like I don't know, it just seems like it's rigging the system. I don't know why you would rig the
Harrell is
system
the
in that
better
case,
player.
but
he's exceptional in the pick and roll, as the threat of him rolling to the rim and throwing down a lob creates problems for the defense not only guarding him, but the ball handler as well, and results in a ton of easy baskets every game. He has such a knack to create easy baskets for himself that he actually became only the 5th player in NBA history
What?
to score at least 16 points per game while shooting the ball at least 61% from the field. This kind
really, there's only 5 players that done that.
of role shouldn't change all that much this
Oh my
year,
God, that's
even with the addition
pretty
of
damn
2
good.
superstar ball handlers like Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, and if anything, should make his job even easier. Those 2 additions, if anything, cut into the role Lou Williams had on the team previously, which is why Harrell has the edge in my eyes. On top of Lou Williams, players like Marcus Smart and Derrick Rose should also be in the
Yup,
hunt,
Derrick Rose,
but
of course.
ultimately, I think it's Harrell's year. And finally, the last award that we'll be predicting today is the Coach of the Year, and my choice for this is Doc Rivers of the Los Angeles Clippers.
Fair enough.
Doc is one of the very best coaches in the league, coming off one of his best coaching
Actually, I'm probably gonna no. See, I don't think like a coach like Doc Rivers or like Frank Vogel is gonna win it because like Kawhi, Paul George, LeBron, AD. Like I want to see it. Like I could see like the Bucks coach win it again, man. Just because like if he ends up on top of like the Eastern Conference with like a worse team, to me that's all coaching.
jobs
You know what
of
I'm
his
saying, man?
career
It's like-
last year where he got the Clippers.
I want to see somebody in a bad
overachieve the rate of
situation make their
48
team
wins.
great. Not a bad
And
situation,
this
you
year,
got Giannis,
with
but
the
still.
amount of talent he has to work with, should be one of the best coaching seasons of his career. It's not always easy to integrate several big-name players into a new team
That's true.
and find immediate success, but I have a ton
It is
of
with the Kawhi,
confidence
that's for damn
in the
sure.
Clippers team doing so, and Rivers is a big reason why. Other coaches that I can see in the running this year include Mike D'Antoni, Quinn Snyder, Mike Budenholzer,
There we go.
and Mike Malone.
Booty
But
hoser.
Rivers is my pick to take
Sorry.
it home. And with that being said, that's all I have for you today.
I don't know why I called
Make
him
sure
that.
to like the video, subscribe to the channel,
I always
and
call him
comment your
Budweiser.
choices for the awards down below. Thanks for watching.
Okay, overall I thought those were pretty good predictions. Like, I didn't think anything, like, was outlandish here where it was like, oh my god, like, how are you going to make that choice? Like, good predictions, fair enough. That's all I got, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace out, my friends.